Talented, controversial, polarizing. Love him or hate him, one thing's for sure. If he's playing, you're watching. Nick Kyrgios, welcome to the changeover. Today's a little bit on the upset side. His Celtics just went down 3-1 to the Knicks in the NBA playoffs. So we're gonna try to make this quick but quality. So Nick, thanks for taking the time to join us on your rough day there over in Canberra.
Yeah, no, man, it's been a long time coming. I feel like we've been talking about it for a while, and I see all your content online, and you guys do a good job, talking to all the athletes and stuff. So it's good. I'm glad I'm here. I mean, the Celtics lost, but it is what it is. But no, I'm excited to be here.
Thank you,
Cool,
bro.
man. Appreciate it. But I wanted to ask you, do you find all the internet hate to be real? Because I see all the online, the comments go crazy and people are angry at you a lot. But then I see you pull up to Melbourne and it's people filling up the practice courts and you're taking pictures with a lot of people, and you pull up to Miami, Indian Wells, and the vibes from the people in real life are pretty positive from my outlook. Are you able to kind of separate internet from real life, and you think internet is actually even real?
I think I struggle. I think I kind of struggle with, earlier in my career, I struggled with the social media side of things, like all the negativity. I was, 18, 19, and I was dealing, I was just a kid at school. I was a normal kid from Canberra. And then my life kind of changed, and I don't think I was ready to be in the spotlight. And I don't think I didn't have the responsibility. I didn't understand that people looked up to me or anything like that. So it did bother me a lot. But now I think, I just have a bit of fun with it. I understand that, every time I play, it's interesting. It might be bad, it might be good. I don't even know. It depends how I wake up. I'm probably the most unpredictable person ever. But I love the energy when I play. Whether it's being the villain or being loved. I love just going out there and being in front of thousands of people and playing. Win or lose. I don't really care. It's just a lot of fun for me.
We were gonna get to it later, but I guess it's a good time to do it now. Expectations. So obviously your talent level is very high. As we've seen, you've been able to reach basically the top of the game, and your behavior at times has been questionable by anybody's standards. Is some of that behavior, maybe the misbehaving or the going out or some of the things you might have said that might not have been the best thing at the time, was any of that you blowing off steam, or is it like where does that stuff come from, you think?
I mean, for me, I don't even really love the sport. My family, my dad came by boat from Greece and my mum was living in the slums of Malaysia. So for me, tennis was just, something that I was really good at. I played when I was 7, and I understood very early that it was a vehicle to take care of my family. That was only my ever goal. I couldn't give a shit about any Grand Slam or anything like that. I played it because I made good money, and I just wanted to help my family, my friends, and I wanted to provide for my people. And, at times I think people are like, oh, he doesn't take it seriously, but my goal wasn't to be, I'm not the personality to be like a Alcaraz or a Sinner or Federer, Roger. These guys are generational athletes. The way they carry themselves all the time, they're almost perfect. That's not me. I know that's not me, and that wasn't ever my goal either. My parents don't have to worry about any bill ever again. They don't have to worry about anything like that, because that was my goal, just to take care of my people, and that was it. So I guess I was just having fun with it. I was having a lot of fun in my career as well. I was going out, I met a lot of people. I wouldn't change anything about my career. I had so much fun, and you ask any other person on the tour who had the most fun, and they'll tell you who had the most.
Yo, anytime we ask anybody about partying, you are the first draft pick for the night out.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple years there where the reputation was, if you wanted a night out, you just had to give me a text message.
What do you provide in terms of that experience?
A lot. A lot.
Edit.
Yeah. But it was like, look, it was both sides. Like the WTA tour, the HV tour. Like whenever someone lost, I used to cook up some really good nights, and it was just fun. Like I feel like, I don't know, I enjoyed the journey. I felt like when I was there, and I'm still playing it at a reasonably high level, but I don't think I took it seriously enough. I think I almost thought that getting there was, and then that's when we could have fun. And then, look, I definitely feel like I could have taken my career a lot more seriously, but I wouldn't change a thing.
I was curious because, like I said before the podcast started, I don't know if you remember, we met in Cincinnati one year. We hit on one of the practice courts. You played Lucas Pouille that day. But I met, let's say, I don't know what time the hit was. Let's say the hit was at 3. We met at the practice desk. So then I just went there to find out what court I'm supposed to practice on. And you walked up and said, boom, we're practicing on court 10, whatever. And walking there, you have your tennis shoes in your hand and you have on Jordans, and the hit's in 2 minutes. Like you're not sweating, you've done 0 warm-up. You get Cold Stone milkshake, chocolate or some shit, I don't know, on the way to the court. And then we bullshitted for 15, 20 minutes. You played mini tennis for the rest. And then you killed Lucas Pouille 2-2 that night. So then I was thinking in my mind, it was is this his way of managing the expectations of, if he does all the right things, let's say you do all the right things, is it fair that you do all the right things and you don't achieve the goals or you don't meet the bar, the standard that people have set for you? Is this I thought if this was your way of managing it, because maybe if you tank or you don't try as hard, you don't prepare as well and you still perform, then you overachieve instead of you do all the right things and then fail,
I think people just overthink a lot like that. I mean, it's a 30-minute warm-up. It's not really going to be the deciding factor of if I'm going to beat Lucas on that night or not. I did the work prior. I trained hard prior. I mean, at that time, you're not going to beat someone like that 2-2 on center court if you haven't done the work. I just have extreme confidence and belief in myself, especially in that stage of my career, that I'm going out there. My warm-up is to get my body loose. I'm not putting any emphasis on, I need to be super professional. I've done the work prior. So I think my mindset's I've done the work. I'm a better player. If I just enjoy myself and feel good, there's just no way I can lose this match. So, I mean, that's just the belief I had, especially at that time. I thought no matter who I played, if I played the right way, if I served big, didn't play big, I was not going to lose. So, I mean, I think a lot of people, if they took a little all the serious players on the tour that they don't look like they're having a good time, if they could take a little leaf out of my book, but obviously, not to the full extent, but just sometimes just relax and have fun and enjoy a warm-up. It's a 30-minute warm-up. Who actually cares? That's not gonna be the deciding factor if you win or lose a match, in my opinion. But
bro, how many warm-ups have you had where you're hitting the ball a joke in the warm-up and play bad, or hit the ball bad in the warm-up and play good? It's more about just getting the body ready and seeing the ball.
Me, it's been the biggest thing about my career. I've prepared amazing and been super professional and ticked all the boxes, and I've played terribly and I've lost first round, where there have been weeks where I barely slept. I've been partying all week. I've just drinking, and then I win the tournament. So it's for me, it's been a roller coaster. I don't know what to do or how to control it, but I don't know. I still haven't figured it out.
I was going to ask you about 2 tournaments in specific. So the Acapulco run, obviously there's these infamous stories of you going out till crazy hours in the morning, jet skiing, and then winning the tournament. And then the Wimbledon final run, where I'm not sure what the behavior really was at the time. Can you kind of describe the differences in where you were in your life and what kind of led to those decisions, and how you were able to perform? It seems kind of the same in both. I mean, kind of beating Rafa in a final of 500 and then finaling against Djokovic at Wimbledon. It doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, Acapulco was crazy, bro. I don't even know how I survived that week, to be honest. I don't know. I wasn't warming up. I was just enjoying myself. I was in the resort. I was, jet skiing. Like, the women in Mexico are crazy.
That's way too good. That's way too good.
And then I don't know. I was just enjoying myself. I was with my best friend. We were just having the best week ever. And then we were just enjoying. I was playing, and then I guess I just wasn't. I was training hard, but I wasn't like putting all the emphasis on, I have to perform. I have to do this. Where I think I don't know. I don't ever feel like I do that to outlet the pressure or make myself feel better. That's just the way I think I function in real life better. Like, I can't wake up and be like, okay, what do I need to do today to become a better tennis player? Like, I can't think like that. Like, mum's incredibly sick at the moment. Like, there's real life stuff happening for me all the time where it's like, I can't just emphasize tennis as much as these other people can. But there's no wrong or right answer, in my opinion. Like, these guys are incredible champions and that's just what they do. But I can't live like that. But Wimbledon was a bit better. I think. I mean, I barely went out. I was focusing. I was concentrating. I went out a couple times, but not like, I was, at the pub a little bit, but not crazy. But I think that was a goal. I had a goal in my mind. I wanted to really win that tournament. Because I feel like if you win a Grand Slam, people tend to just like leave you alone. And I feel like that was my motivation. I was like, I just want people to shut up and let me like live.
You didn't want to win it for you. You wanted for people to shut up.
Honestly, I couldn't even give a fuck. Like, to be honest, like I couldn't, like, I just wanted to win it and just like, seriously, just like the relief of winning it. And then like people just like not being able to say anything was my motivation. But obviously Novak's pretty good and he played well. So
Not bad,
Decent player.
yeah, it was good. I mean, I still think I could have won that. Like, I won the first set and I won five sets in a row against Novak after I won the first set and I didn't even think about it. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is now.
Yo, before the final at Acapulco,
Yep.
you're playing Rafa. Do you go a little less hard? Because
No, I
it's
played
Rafa
Zverev.
next night?
I played Zverev. I beat Rafa second round.
Or second round. Before
Do
that
your
match.
research. See, this guy doesn't do his research.
It's
Crazy.
okay, bro. It's fine. I
We
don't
don't
care.
fact check over here, dog.
I don't care.
So
It's fine.
before you play Rafa,
Yep.
is it like, okay, I need to lock in a little more tonight, or is it still like whatever?
Honestly, I was sick. I was in the shower and I got sick from like the water or something, and I was like on the toilet all day. And I was in the shower. I remember I was like, I'm in the shower having like a hot shower. My friend was like, "Oh, bro, you just got called to play Rafa." And I was like, "Fuck, I don't know if I can like. I think I'm gonna shit myself. Like, I think I was gonna like. I had like a sore stomach, and I was like, "Fuck, I'll just go out there and play." And then I ended up playing well and played a great match. But no, man, it's just like, look, like I have ultimate respect for these guys. Like, they're unbelievable players, but like they're only human too. I feel like people respect. Like, they're amazing tennis players, but, I mean, like, they're just, I don't know.
People.
Like, he's amazing. Like, he's a great player, but, like, he's beatable, for sure. That's all it is, really. Like, left-handers are all usually the same. Like, the tactics are the same, so I just try and play the right way, and it works against him sometimes.
I find it interesting because, obviously people have a lot to say about you in the in Instagram comments and stuff, but like I actually believe that your knowledge of the game is underrated. Like, I heard some of your commentary and stuff, and actually how we started interacting on the podcast in the DMs is because you responded to like one of the clips. I think it was like maybe a Medvedev clip with Rogers.
Or something.
Yeah, it was like maybe something.
Yeah.
You're like something about Medvedev was playing like far behind the baseline and stuff like that. And you were just like serving ball. Like, it's so clear in your mind. And so yeah, I think that your knowledge is underrated. So while you've been injured and stuff, have you been paying attention to what's been going on, or like do you think it's just experience from playing at a high level for over the years, how you built up this, like, I guess, feel for the game?
Well, I do keep up with the game. I think I love watching tennis. I love like seeing people try and work. The one thing I do love about tennis aspect is like you have to go out there on your own and figure it out, and that's why I don't like on-court coaching. I think the aspect of being out there for 4 or 5 hours and figuring it out and problem solving and figuring out what's working, what's not. I think I have a really good feel for that. But I do watch tennis and I do keep up with it. Obviously, I like keeping up with it because I have to commentate. And I take pride in, when I'm breaking down matches. When you watch sport, I mean, you're a football fan. Like commentating adds so much to the game. Like if you watch a big game of football without commentating, it's like the energy's not really there. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like it brings new people to the game. Like if you turn on the channel and there's tennis playing, it's like, these old commentators, they don't really know what it's like to be out there playing these guys. They don't understand. Like the game's changed. Like every sport changes over 10, 20 years. So when I'm thinking about the new people that are watching tennis, how am I going to break it down? I'm going to try and explain to them why this person's doing that. And, I take pride in it. So yeah, I keep up with the game and, I'm a student of the game. I like watching it and breaking it down. Yeah, all the time.
That's why it's so crazy because people I believe that people's opinion of you is that you're just a talented player and you can do whatever you want and that sort of stuff. But that doesn't mean that you don't really understand what's going on. Like you still have to perform the act and you have to know what you want to do to be able to do it. So yeah,
of course.
I think that's an underrated skill of yours is your knowledge of tennis.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, these people that have an opinion, they've never had one conversation with me ever. So they're just idiots, really.
I did.
Everyone has so much to say, but then they're like, "Oh, have you had a conversation with him?" And they're like, "No." Oh, okay, cool. So you don't know him at all, then.
Yeah, I agree with the commentary stuff though. I commentated maybe 5 games of one of Kudla's matches at the Challenger last year, and then I got text messages saying how refreshing it was to hear someone else break down the game and that sort of stuff. And I felt like I was holding back, because it was my first time. I was a guest, and it was more
you don't want to say too much. I
don't want to say too much. And I also don't know the protocol. And bro, the stats are fucked, bro. There was a screen full of stats. So bro, I didn't want to.
No one breaks it down, right? It's crazy.
Yeah. Hey guys, quick break from the episode. The best way to support us is to like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the episode.
So we're speaking about kind of missing the game, being away from the game and getting up to different things. Do you miss being on tour at all, ever? Or is it, because I see you right now at home, you look like you're having a ball, you're training. And then I see you doing the events, the Strider stuff. You look like you're just kind of enjoying life. But there's never any part of you that's like, man, I wish I was in Rome right now beating up on people. I don't know.
I mean, look, I miss, in 2022 before my wrist surgery, I was loving, I didn't love playing, but I was having a lot of success. And there's a part of me that wishes that, my wrist surgery was pretty much career ending. I don't know how I got it back to playing, but I miss being out there and playing. But I mean, I'm doing so many cool things at the moment off the court. It's I just enjoy every day and enjoy all these opportunities. Tennis for me was only just a vehicle to start doing all these things. It was never going to be the thing I did forever. And I'm still playing. I'm leaving to the French Open in a couple of weeks. Playing doubles there. Then I'm going to play the grass, obviously, but. Look, I just enjoy it all. It's all, as I said, my motivation from all these things is just to be able to keep providing for my family and, just keep living a lifestyle where everyone can have good opportunity. And that's it, man. I wake up every day and just enjoy it all. And if that's, playing for 1 or 2 more years and not getting back to where I was, that's fine. But I'm okay with, I've had a longer career than most. I've had a lot more success than most, so I can't be too angry at my injuries. I mean, they happen. But there's so many other great things going on right now where, that they need my energy. So that's it.
Which is fair. I feel like the critics they speak from a place of you're ungrateful. You're supposed to want to love the game when people who are, let's say, high up in a whatever Fortune 500 company, they don't necessarily love their job. They just make a lot of money, and that's okay. You can do something to provide for your family, and that be enough. It doesn't have to be. For sure. It doesn't have to be this prestige to you. Everybody has their own sort of path and view on life and different sports.
100%. I just think also as athletes, people, they struggle, right? When their career's ending, people are oh, I don't know what to do anymore, because it's that becomes their identity. Where for me, I don't feel like I'm just a tennis player. I feel like I'm doing so many other things, where it's like they're all just forms of communication. Like, you know, I communicated as a tennis player for a little bit. Now I'm doing this type of stuff. Like, it's all just who I am as a person, you know, all my interests. But again, these people that have their opinions, like they've never just had a chat, like just sit down and let's get a coffee and let's have a chat. But they just want to just jump to the conclusions, obviously. But, you know, it is what it is.
I think it's really specific to tennis too, because like if you play tennis, maybe if you're outside of the top 200, you're seen as someone who's dedicating your life since you were a kid, trying to break through to the goal of hopefully making some money and like being able to afford playing on tour, which is, that's even crazy to say. That like that's
it's ridiculous.
That's like so many people's goal is just to be able to afford to even try to play, much less to even make money for when they retire. So like, I believe that's going back to your point. That's why so many people struggle, is because they're trying so hard for so many years. Their identity is like trying to break through. And then they find themselves to be towards the end of their career where their performances is kind of declining. Maybe they don't see themselves actually achieving that goal, and they're like, shit, what do we do now? You know, like I've done this for so many years, and all I have now at the end of my career is like, I hit my forehand pretty good sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have any money to show for it. You haven't invested in anything. It's like, where do you turn to now? You go back to school? Do you go into coaching? You know, like, I feel like we're pretty lucky that we started this business so that whenever we start to phase out our career, then maybe hopefully this continues to go well and we can do something to fall back on. But like, probably you're in a similar way where, you know, you've invested in different businesses and you're fortunate in that sense to be able to have been successful, to be able to do those kind of things. So it probably helps a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree.
How did you come up with, or who came up with that idea for the podcast?
Me and my team, I was thinking about doing it for a long time. And it's just crazy for me, like, to think about some of the people I've spoken to. Like, this is my childhood house and I grew up here as a little kid, and now to see that, like, I'm talking to, you know, Mike Tyson, all these crazy people, it's just, it's crazy to me. And that's what I mean. Like, I spent hours, you know, figuring out, you know, trying to, you know, stay in touch with these people, organize, you know, when I'm going to see these people over, you know, in LA, in Miami, and trying to do it. Like, this is, you know, a big thing in my life now, where I actually prefer to do it over training. So it's like, you know, these are things that I'm just so fortunate. But Good Trouble it's been a lot of fun. I'm really excited for the next couple guests we got. It'll be good for sure. I'm trying to do David Beckham in Wimbledon. It'll be sick.
No way.
Oh, that's high.
That's high.
Yeah.
Do you have to do any of the reach out yourself, or do you have a team to do that? Because
I do most of the I do some of the reach out for myself for sure on my Instagram. And even when I see some of these people, you know, at events or anything like that, but we work very tight as a unit. You know, I'm in the group chat every day. I'm very hands-on with everything that I'm doing. But yeah, I just reach out on Instagram most of the time. I'm trying to do Charlie Sheen would be fucking crazy.
That would be crazy for sure.
Fuck, Justin, we need to start going to events, bro. Hit the man said events. We're doing the reach now. We need to hit events next.
Yeah, I mean, it's all networking, man. Like, I mean, I enjoy doing it, bro. I enjoy the podcasting side of things is a lot of fun for me, especially with these people. It's crazy.
Is it more you enjoy just like meeting some of the people and picking their minds a little bit, or do you like enjoy genuinely learning from them?
Yeah, a bit of both. I like sitting there and listening to their journey. You know, I think I underrated how big tennis is. Like, all of these people somehow, you know, are connected to tennis. Like, Mike Tyson's daughter is obsessed with tennis. She plays tennis full time. Matthew McConaughey.
Mustard playing, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Like Mustard plays like 3-4 hours a day, bro. Like, he loves it. Like, he's obsessed. He's like, yeah, I train twice a day. I'm like, what? And yeah, like, it's crazy.
I don't even train twice a day.
Yeah, and it's like Matthew McConaughey's like obsessed with it. Like, I sent him rackets and reels of string to his home address. Like, it's fucking crazy, bro. Like, tennis is massive, and I didn't realize that, and so many people are connected with it, which is crazy.
So that's why we started the podcast in the first place, is because we kind of felt like tennis was like there's like a hidden gem like in the level of tennis in professional tennis that goes down past the slams, and it's like people need to see that level of tennis, because tennis is huge. They just don't know that this tennis exists, because it's like the reputation for futures and challengers. It's like, oh, it's the slums and the grind. It's like, no, these are fucking sick players. Like, you'll enjoy watching these players.
100%.
And like a part of tennis is like, you just enjoy watching two people around the same level try to manage like serving out a match, or like, you know, like those kind of tight moments is like you can replicate it at any level really. So it's just always sick to watch.
Yo, so this reach out thing, right? So we are no strangers to being left on scene or like feeling annoying. Is there any times where you, like, what's your approach to someone that you view as a big guest? Because for us, you like a Francis Rounch we had recently, like you don't want to be overbearing, but you have to be persistent at the same time. Like, have you had any issues with that? Like trying to walk that line?
I know what you mean. Look, I think for me, like I just struggle to manage everything in my life. So I never really mean to like ever, you know, I could have probably done this with you guys a lot sooner, but I just think athletes sometimes take themselves a little bit too seriously. Like everyone has time. Like it's all about priorities. Like if you want to do it, you'll just do it. So like if someone, like if I reach out to someone and they don't even have the respect to reply, it's like, dude, you saw my fucking message. Like it takes 20 seconds to reply. You're just a fucking idiot. Like it's just like, I don't like, if I see you in person, I'd probably just won't fuck with you at all. Cause I know you probably think that you're way too important or something. Like, to be honest, like I've had, bro, like it doesn't get like Gordon Ramsay, Mike Tyson, Matthew, like these guys, like they reply straight away. And like, you tell me you can't. It's just like, dude, like, I don't know who you think you are type of thing, but whatever. Like everyone's got time.
What we struggle with is like, if someone says yes to us, then we take their word for it that they say yes. So then, but then we don't want to like be overbearing if then the yes becomes like, oh, we'll do it like in 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks becomes like message again and we go down the line, you know? Like I love a no. Like I love a clear no. Like
well, just honesty.
Like we met some people and they were like no, or like we asked a friend of a friend and it comes back no. It's like great. So I know not to ask this person
then you just
again.
move on.
Or, exactly. But then it gets like crazy when it's like, like in a few weeks after this tournament or whatever, because then I don't want to be annoying and message you after a loss, and then, you know, like, I don't know if you're in a bad mood, I don't know if it's a bad time, you know. But
I mean, that's just something that you guys are gonna have to deal with, unfortunately. If you're gonna do this, like, you're gonna have to tread the line, and that's just what it is, really. Like, honestly, if someone does that for me, I'm just like, I would rather not have that person on. Like, if they think they're so important, I would rather just be like, look, I don't even want you on my show anymore. Like, I don't care. Like, that's how I am. It's just like, what? Like, I'm just like, to that point where, all right, too good. Like, you, I don't even want you anymore. So whatever. Like, I don't care.
We move on.
That's just me though. But
it's funny, bro. I'm actually it's surprising, like the way you may come across in the media versus like how you actually are is quite different. So you will be viewed as like this cocky guy who doesn't really have time for people and things, but you're in here with us now, taking 45 minutes to hour of your time to talk to us. I see you playing mean times with kids at Miami or wherever you are. Like you have done things that are not great, but at the same time, there's another side to you that it seems very genuine and generous. Like, I just wish that there was like, a better way.
Yeah, but the media has power, bro. Like, like the media can do whatever they want, you know?
Yes.
Like, you know, we've seen that with, you know, what's going on, you know, with fucking all this drug testing bullshit. Like, they got the power to do anything, bro. Like, they got too much power, like, these people, so they can do whatever they want.
Do we go here? Fuck it. Like, there's one thing I don't really get, right? So let's do it.
He loves
it.
Max,
like, you can talk about anything.
You know the FIFA meme when you're playing, you're losing, you just fucking lean in.
Lock it right now. So this Max Purcell thing, right? So
it's a fucking joke.
I saw he put out the thing. I didn't read the case, so if I get a stat wrong or something, sue me. But don't sue me. Don't sue me. But I saw he, like Sinner, had apparently no performance enhancement due to whatever.
But why do you just because someone says that doesn't mean it's true? What do you mean Sinner didn't have any performance enhancement? What do you mean?
I'm not saying that it's true or not. I'm saying that their reasoning was that he didn't have any performance enhancing. So
I
for
guess
me,
what the point you're trying to make
how do
is
they both have the same lack of enhancement in the performance, but one guy got a year and a half and another guy got like a slap on the wrist and 3 months. Like I don't understand the disparity in the punishment.
I'll tell you straight away, okay? So you strongly believe, guys. So he was number one in the world. He's number one player in the world. So he's like, I don't know, he's like Nikola Jokic, right? So you think, like in the NBA terms, so you think he employs a physiotherapist for hundreds and thousands of dollars, bro. He pays this person hundreds and thousands of dollars, and this physio is going to carry a fucking scalpel in his bag with nothing around it, like no case. It's just going to be flimsing around. He's going to cut his finger, rub massage cream on a cut. But you pay this person hundreds and like, bro, I pay my physio hundreds and thousands of dollars I put my trust in his research, his years of work to look after my body to make sure it doesn't happen. He's number one in the world. You think he didn't know? You think that level of naivety is going to happen when you're number one player in the world? These guys are so fucking diligent, bro. These guys won't even have a sip of fucking alcohol. And they're going to act like you don't know.
Yeah.
Come on. And then like,
but I think
you think it's just a coincidence that the CEO of the ATP is Italian and now he's resigned. He resigned all of a sudden. Why did you resign now?
Yeah, is there any was there a reasoning for that?
Yeah,
was
because
there
the PTPA is suing the ATP.
Okay.
And then now he's I need to resign now. Why are you resigning for?
Yo, how did that come about? Because obviously...
Because the ATP's fucked, bro. Because people 200 in the world can't even make a living because they're not getting paid, bro. We're not getting paid right. Any other sport, you're 200 in the world, bro. You should be in Bahamas smoking a joint. Like you should be chilling, bro. And you don't even break even.
Is there a lot of progress with the PTPA? You think?
Yeah, it's going to be big time. The next 6 months is huge. Like it's huge. Like all I wanted from the PTPA is everyone to get the same treatment and people get paid what they're supposed to get paid from top to bottom. How can you have people like 300 in the world not making any money? It doesn't make any sense, bro.
It's true.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
But back to the first thing that Justin was saying was like, even if the stories of the massage cream and stuff were to be true, like the reasoning was that they both didn't have performance enhancing qualities in whatever, like because Max was was more than like 100.
He had IV.
Exactly. So why was
But he knew. So apparently Sinner didn't know, but Max knew there was like a little bit of intent that he was trying. Do you know what I mean? So Sinner didn't know, but Max knew what was going on.
You disconnected it for a second, sorry.
So
Max was trying to...
Correct. He was trying to enhance his recovery or something. So that's why he got more. Well, Sinner just didn't know. Sinner had no idea for some reason. Anyway, don't make me angry, bro. Like, now I'm just pissed off.
Celtics lose. And then we talk about clusterball. Too good.
Fuck.
I'm stringing up my racket using my Pro Stringer. I've had this machine for 4 or 5 years now. The Pro Stringer is a portable stringing machine. It's very durable. It's accurate. I never have any issues with the tension being incorrect and stuff. It's easy for me to know what to expect from the racket. And we at the Changeover actually have a partnership with Pro Stringer. So if you'd like to go and purchase one, you can go to the website and you get to save $100 off a brand new Pro Stringer when you use our discount code CHANGEOVER in the checkout. So if you're interested in a portable stringing device, I highly recommend this machine. Saves a lot of money in stringing fees. And like I said, I take it everywhere I go and string all of my rackets on this machine.
Located in South Florida, Access Tennis is in the ideal location for training and competition. There are groups available for all levels of players, from young juniors to top ITF, D1, and pro players like Jody and myself. Access had a big part in the development of players like Cooper Williams, Ben Wilworth, Liam Draxler, and more. Access also has UTR match play certification. Visit accesstennis.com/contact for more information. So, who approaches you to be a part of this lawsuit? Like, 'cause there's names that are there and the names that you would expect to be there that aren't there. So, like, how does this sort of thing come about?
Well, originally it was Pospisil. Pospisil came to me and he told me, like, do you want to be a part of the lawsuit? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, I would love to, yeah. I knew what the context was, but we needed people to represent it and go forward. And a lot of these people, they're just scared. Like, they don't want to, the ATP has so much power. It's more so like whoever's there is putting, we're going to be in the firing lines, and not everyone wants to be, there. So I was like, yeah, of course. Like he said, we need people to come forward and do that. So I was like, yeah, for sure.
But there's no potential trouble that you can get into for being a part of this lawsuit, is there? Like from the ATP side?
No, the judge just ruled the ATP can't file a lawsuit against any player that has stepped forward.
So you think with that now more players are going to come out and like join?
Possibly, yeah, possibly. I mean, it only makes sense that now like you can't get singly targeted. So yeah, probably, yeah.
I hope it all works out. Like, what for you was like best case scenario that comes out of this?
Well, for me, like it's not going to be like anytime soon for me. Like my career will be finished. But if one day, if any of us have kids that play tennis, hopefully they get taken care of a bit better. Like, we work hard, we travel, you spend your whole life building to a point of, getting paid as an athlete, and you're not even getting paid right. We're the only sport in the world that doesn't have an association. Like, players have no voice. There's just things like, how can you go to a Grand Slam and you lose, and then the next day your credential doesn't fucking work for food? What the fuck?
Really?
Like, every week there's different balls. Like, it's just, imagine playing the NBA and you're playing one day in LA, and then you're playing with a ball, and then you go to Boston and then there's another ball. What? It's so unprofessional, bro.
There's a few like pretty easy fixes, like objective fixes that I think they can do. Like if they make a more consistent ball, if they have a clear, maybe longer off season.
Yeah.
Obviously the players can make a little bit more money. It'd be taken care of. Like some pretty clear changes I think that they could make 100%. That would just drastically improve the tour right away. 100%.
But I mean, it's not
ideal. What would you do to the schedule to change it?
Bro, the schedule is way too long. After the US Open, there should be no tournaments until Australian summer. Like, what? Who the fuck's watching Antwerp? Who's watching Antwerp 250? Are you watching this? The crowds are empty, bro. The highlights are embarrassing. The crowd is empty. And then, like, because like it's hard for fans to stay engaged all the time because they know they can just watch it every week. If it's like the NFL, look at all these.
So you think if Antwerp was at a different time?
No,
sorry.
No, but just like it needs to be shorter, bro.
No, I was saying if Antwerp is at a different time of the year, would more crowds be out in Antwerp? You think?
No, because there's too many tournaments, bro. Like there's people just don't show up because it's like, oh, I can watch tennis whenever because it's all year round. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. There's so many changes I'd make.
Because I remember, like, you had some tanking issue. When was this? Like, way back. Like, you were in, I don't know, it was
Shanghai.
Like,
Shanghai.
end of the year. Yeah.
Shanghai.
Is it just, like, mentally, like, dog, I just tired of being on the road? Like, this is just becoming too much and you just kind of check out, or is other things going on there?
Well, I mean, I won Tokyo the week before. Yeah, baby. I won Tokyo the week before, and then I was just tired, bro. Like, go back down. Go there. I won Tokyo the week before, and then I don't know. I was just honestly, I wanted to go home, and I was playing on a court, and I could see the planes flying over my head, and I was like, I just want to. I was like, fuck, I'm in the back streets of Shanghai right now playing Mischa Zverev with no crowd. I was like, I want to get home, bro. I'm going home. Because the airport was close and I could just hear the planes just over my head. I was like, I'm done. I want to go home. That's it.
What's about the 2-week Masters? Thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I like the two. I think 2-week Masters are good, but because, the crowds are full, and you got the best players in the world. I just think Grand Slams, Masters events, and 500s. That's all the tours should be, and then exhibitions. That's it. The other tournaments is just they're not helping the sport in any way. But also like
exhibitions mid-season.
I mean, whenever players could be able to organize that themselves. Because I mean, you've earned the right. If you could fill up stadiums as an exhibition and get paid, why? I think you should be able to do that. And I think the money that's used for 250s should just go straight down to the challengers and futures, and then help them, bring them up. Like, I just think 250s are just ridiculous.
So that's the issue you have is 250s.
I mean, there's plenty of issues. These are just ideas, bro. These are just ideas.
Yeah, let's change it to ideas. So the idea that you have is 250s.
The ideas, yeah. Yeah, the ideas. Yeah, I don't know. The ideas.
When we had Francis on, we were speaking about the tour depth, and he thinks that today the tour is way deeper, but the top is a lot more open. How do you view the change in the level on tour and the way tennis is played over the last, let's say, 10, 15 years?
Yeah, I think when I was in my prime, I mean, it was, when I played Grand Slams and I was in my prime, I would make the fourth round or fourth round, and I knew that that was probably as far as I was going to go. I mean, just you look at the players that this was, you obviously had the big three, as Francis said, the big three, prime Murray, prime Wawrinka, prime Del Potro, prime Cilic, all the big servers, prime Isner, Berdych, Monfils, and then, I was looking at the draw and I was like, and then me, and I was like, fuck, I'm probably not going to, advance. I think now the slams are more open, because what are the chances that someone like me or someone like Songer was ever going to beat Rafa, and then the next day you had to maybe play Novak, and then the next day you had to play fucking Fed. Like, the chances of beating those guys multiple times in a slam was basically zero. Where I think now if Sinner, Alcaraz, or like one of those guys has one bad day, the draw is like, that section is wide open for everyone. I just think, like, I would love to have played during this era, like of my prime, for sure. I think I would have been making fourth round or quarters pretty easy, to be honest. But I mean, I enjoyed playing in that era. I loved when you played Federer, Novak. When you saw Federer, Novak, or Nadal in your quarter, it was or like third or fourth round. It was like, how do you want to go home? Basically, that's how good they were. It was like, how do you want to lose? Basically, they were the three of the greatest of all time. Like they were competing against each other. They didn't even look at anyone else. They were just like, yeah. For me, I was like, fuck yes, I'm losing to Federer this week, or I'm losing to Novak this week. Oh well, not Novak, but Nadal. But it was a tough time. But the era now is very deep. Very deep, very deep.
I heard a story last week, sorry. Someone saw they played, I want to say it was maybe Alcaraz or one of the top guys at the slam, first round, booked their flight to leave the next day before the match because they were just like, I'm cooked. And then they won the match. So did you have any situations like that where you booked the flights before the match?
No, never. Because honestly, I would love to have just like, I hated leaving places like super early. Like I would just, if I lost early, I'd go out, and then if I'd done well, I'd go out. Like I'd never booked. I'd always stay. Like I'd always stay for a bit.
Go out or go out.
Yeah, it was honestly, it was crazy, man. Like I wish I could go back to those times, bro.
Best city to go out in?
London, 100%.
Really?
Yeah, fuck.
Why though?
Bro, I love London, actually. I've never went out in London, but I love London.
Oh.
It gotta be crazy because the music scene crazy.
Yeah,
and then obviously the variety of people is crazy. People.
Yeah, just like I just feel like you go out and then the club closes at like 3 and then you go to another place and it's like just opening like underground at like 4:30 and then you keep going till like 11.
11 the next day.
Oh my goodness, man.
Nah, you different, blood. No.
The man said, like it's a normal thing. I said, obviously.
Nah, bro.
You gotta be a better.
This is godlike partying over here, bro. Godlike.
Or devil like, I know, that's all rough, bro.
Nah, it's not rough, bro. Trust me. You subbing in different people, girls, it's good, bro. Trust.
People, yeah.
People. I don't want to start with people first. Oh shit.
Yo, I wanted to ask you, when you on the court and you let the box have it a little bit, is it easy right after the match to get back to normal, like right in the swing of things, or is it you gotta give them a little bit of time to forgive you?
No, I usually go up to them first. Like if I'm spraying them, I usually go up to them first, and I'm like, sorry guys, like that was rough, or like, you know, I love you and shit. But they know, like, but like, bro, like the people that are in my team, like my best friend's my agent. One of my best friends is my coach. Like if I win, they're eating better. Like, so why don't you like show me energy? Because if I win, I'd look after you. So like you should be in this with me. That's why I feel like, you know, give me like, get the fuck up. Like give me something, bro, you know?
That's funny.
So it's like, we're in it together. It's like, give me something. Like, you know what I mean?
If I win, you win.
Exactly. But that's true. Like if I win,
that makes it sick. It's like a team.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, that's why I get so angry, because it's like, why are you sitting there as if this doesn't affect you as well? You know, that doesn't affect
me. We are losing. We are all losing.
We're down a set and a break. Like it showed me some energy.
Me and you, us. As a
and it's like, I'm chilling. Like I don't have to do any more. Like you know, that's exactly. That's so good. That is so good.
Yo, we had Kudla on the podcast, and he was talking about this idea of hunter versus hunted. So he was saying like everybody loves to be the hunter. So like when I see you play against like a Novak or that night match against Federer in Miami, you fist pumping and you look like you really want to be there. But then I might see you against whoever, I don't want to call names, crazy, but whoever, and you might look a little bit disinterested. Yeah. Or like it might get a little heavy at times, like maybe you're not enjoying that scenario as much. How do you carry that? Like, do you have a much harder time getting up for those matches that are quote unquote routine, or like you should win?
Yeah, I think for me, like I just wanted to show people that like a normal person and someone like me could get to the top and show like these people that love tennis or play tennis that you can beat the top guys. So I always, when I played these top guys, I always wanted to bring my best version of myself and fight and show people that if someone like me can do it, then you can do it. But yeah, sometimes when I had these routine matches, like I couldn't do it. I knew when I woke up, I was like, oh, and I walked out on court and I knew that I was going to be like, oh shit. Cause I can't control myself all the time. Like I think I have obviously some conditions in my head. Like I just know that the bad nick's coming out. I'm like, I can't control it. And then I just do something stupid or don't try.
Don't say that. That's a horrible joke to make.
No,
terrible joke. Do you hear what he said? What? No, do you hear what he said? He said you should take Adderall.
I think you should pop some Adderall.
No, I'm on meds, bro. Don't worry. But like,
like the dose.
Yeah, like I'm not too bad now, but like I just knew those days I was like, fuck, something bad's gonna happen on court, and then I end up, Cincinnati when I played Kachanov, $125,000 fine, bro. Like I couldn't control it. It's like,
yo, in Washington, the bottle did slip, right?
Dude, it actually gets crazy humid in Washington. It actually does. It does. It does. I promise you, it actually does. It does. Bro, to this, I will hand on heart, bro. I did not throw it. Hand on heart.
Oh my god.
Hand on heart.
That's fucking funny.
Fuck, bro.
One last serious question. When you go in, let's say to play Australian Open, and you're supposed to, let's say you look at the draw, you're supposed to make it to the fourth round. Is it easy then to sort of get up for those matches that you're supposed to win, or does it feel heavy, like I don't want to lose early in this slam?
I try it. Yeah, I try not to look ahead too much, especially to Grand Slam, because it's so emotionally draining. Like mentally, it's brutal. Like if you're going to make the fourth round, you're probably going to be on the court for like minimum 8 hours. So I try and take it one step at a time at a Grand Slam. Like it's physically, it's tough, but mentally, it's like if you go deep at a slam, you're at that place for like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. It's brutal, man. Like you just try and take it one day at a time. But yeah, like I mean, I feel like every time I went deep at a slam, I didn't look ahead. You know, I would play a match and then I'd find out who I'm playing and I'd do it that way. I'm not sure how other people do it, but I don't know. I just tried to take it day by day because mentally it's a grind. It's a grind.
How much harder is it, or how much more draining is it, to put it differently, to, let's say, play the home slam where the media demands must be way more? Like how?
Yeah, it's brutal.
Does it take a toll on those off days? Like you don't really get to rest, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean,
And what is the media like? Like how long are you doing that stuff, and how much events you have to do and this kind
yeah,
of
the media's tough. I mean, it's for me in Australia and Australian Open, like I'm exhausted. I'm doing like hours of media a day, training, and then like I'm playing, and then on the day off, there's camera. Like it's just there's a lot more pressure in Australia. I mean, obviously it's my hometown, but I mean Wimbledon can get pretty full on for me as well. But yeah, playing in Australia, it's good, but by the end of it, I need like a month break. Like I just for my mental health, it's just like I need to just like sit down and just like rest and be in my room for like weeks.
Verdansk.
Yo, the red hat for dance. Yo,
bro.
the red hat at Wimbledon, was that like a FU, or was it just you just like the red hat?
Well, I was gonna wear it, and then like I looked at my box, and they were like,
or like in a match.
No, like at the end. Like I pulled it out, and they're like,
no,
and I was just like, fuck it, bro. Like this is like no one's gonna do this again. So I was like, I just fucking did it. Like, who cares?
That's some Agassi stuff, bro.
Yo,
Just
what was it
rebellious.
feeling like at Wimbledon? Like watching, you know, as you go deep in a tournament, the locker room clears out. Like every day you come, there's less and less people. So what was it like at the end? Like
I don't usually use the main locker room. I don't know. I stay in the other side with like the juniors and stuff.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
yeah, I don't stay in the men's locker room that much. Especially at Wimbledon because it's too small. It's too small. And there's just like not much room to move around and stuff. I don't really like it.
Okay.
Yo, the players always talk about the pull, like the attention that like the big three have when they walk into locker rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
When you were there, since your goal was never necessarily to be them, did you ever care? Or like probably when you were first in the tour, maybe you cared, but how long before that wore off for you where like that's just a person coming in the room?
I mean, they just had an energy about them. I feel like, I mean, I was in the part of the locker room usually with like Jack Sock, like Tiafo, like our little section was more like, you know, we'd be playing games or fucking gambling. I don't know. We're doing just fucking anything. And then like one of these guys, I kind of walked in, it was just a bit like, you know, you could feel it, like people would be silent, but like, I mean, I wouldn't just be sitting there like looking at them, but like it's like, oh, okay, like, all right, cool. And then like, I don't know, like I'd be playing my Nintendo or something. Like, I don't know, like, I mean, they had an energy to them, but I wouldn't say like I was like frothing like some of these other players, like they're fucking frothing at the mouth. You know?
Yo, it's insane. Yeah, the year that I was in Cincinnati, it's like I was like maybe 20 or something, and I had no points, and I was just a hitting partner for everyone. So I was like lucky to be in the room. I felt like in the players' lounge. So I was already in a room full of people that I felt lucky to be in. And then you would hear people screaming outside because you know that little like walkway from the parking lot to the inside. The fans are screaming, and then the room in the players' lounge goes quiet. And then it's like Fed or Djokovic or Rafa walks in or something. I was like, bro, this is insane. Like the people that they see every week, they're still doing that to them. Insane.
I mean, they're gods. Like they're amazing. Like they're incredible athletes, and they have such a. I mean, they inspire millions, man. So yeah, I get it for sure.
Yeah.
You seem to be more friendly now, at least with Novak. I don't know about the other two. Like,
yeah, I'm alright with Feds. I'm alright with Feds as well.
You are? Okay, so
yeah,
what kind of changed there with those two guys?
Well, I guess with me, Novak, when I, you know, kind of defended him a little bit during that COVID time, especially, you know, in front of my country, I guess that kind of gained his respect. It was like no one's kind of, you know, stepping up for him, and I just felt like the way we were treating him was shit. And I was like, I just don't like it. Like, I just don't think that we should treat someone like this like this. So I just, stood up for him, and we kind of just then played each other at Wimbledon and kind of had a big friendship. Then we played doubles together. So it's been good. We have a good friendship. Me and Roger have been fine, but me and Rafa don't like each other at all. I think we respect each other's games, but I just think two different personalities, two different, completely different stories, and we just don't like each other. Every time we played each other, I just wanted to fucking throw my fucking racket at him.
What about him do you not like?
I just can't fucking stand him. He does my head in. But he's a good player, But I just wanted to beat him so bad every time. Sometimes when I lost to Feds or, I just whatever, too good. But Rafa, it would burn me. It would burn me so much. It would burn me.
Yo, that handshake with Fed in Miami was a little sturdy. Was the tension there that much or?
Nah, we don't have tension, man. Feds. He's not very intimidating up front. And obviously I'm a lot bigger than him. So he's just a nice. He's very gentle. But Rafa I think because my coaches loved Rafa. When I was in the academy, they were like, "Oh, you need to work as hard as Rafa. You need to you have to have the heart. You have to have this. You have to." It was always Rafa. It was Rafa. I was like, "Fuck
so
me."
You hate him before you even met him.
Yeah, so I was like, dude, and then they would play me videos of him moving, and I'm just like, bro, I'm so over this guy. So when we played each other, it was always
bro, it sounds exactly like when I have to edit the podcast, I stare at someone's face all week. So it's bro, at the end of the week, I don't want to
fucking that guy.
I'm tired of hearing Francis's voice. I heard Francis's voice all week. I'm sick of it. So it's
it's gonna happen to me now. You're gonna hate me now.
Yeah, for a week.
You got some more Francis clips to cut still too, though.
That's true. I have a lot of work to do, actually.
You got a lot of clips to cut, my boy.
Yeah.
Yo, Nick.
Yes, boss.
So we always end this podcast with a little trivia. I'm not sure if you've seen.
I'm so bad at trivia, bro.
So there's gonna be some tennis, some music, some whatever, some geography, maybe some math. You never know. But it's gonna be first to 3 correct answers. I'm gonna read the question out. When you think you know the answer, you shout it out. But you only can answer once at a time.
Okay.
If you answer and you're wrong, he can rebut. And if you guys are both wrong, you can both answer again.
Okay.
Both wrong twice. Move on. First to 3, and then we say goodnight. Question number 1. Who am I? 1 slam title in singles. Former world number 1. From Serbia. Retired.
Oh, fuck.
Woman.
Oh, fuck's sake.
2-handed backhand.
Yankovic. See you later.
Wait,
no.
Hold on.
He's
First of all, this man can't answer. First of all, this man can't answer.
That's
I'm gonna give you the last
bullshit.
two.
I love the comments when man said see you later. Bro,
It's the last 2.
I had no idea who it is.
Last 2 clues. She wore Adidas and played with a Yonex racket.
Bro, is it? You said,
What
is this girl Serbian? Is
Serbian.
Ivanovic Serbian?
She is.
That's final answer?
Ana Ivanovic, correct. 1-0 Jody McGill.
Come on, lock in. Lock in. See how confident he was too? Also?
Yeah.
I said see you later.
Don't break nothing in that room. You good.
All right, come on.
Question number 2. Name a racket brand beginning with the letter
Hold on,
S.
pause.
Strickland. Yes.
Strixon is a racket brand, yes.
Fuck's sake, I wouldn't have known that actually. I was gonna say
You get it? 1-1. 1-1.
Oh my god, okay, come on.
Oh.
Who is the overall current serve stat leader according to ATP?
Karlovic.
No. Currently playing. Active
doing.
active players.
Pericard.
No.
Wait, I know this. Currently playing.
You want a clue? I gave you guys a clue.
No clues.
No clue.
Have
You said like
already?
this year. So
He
I
said
guess
Pericard. He was
Pericard,
wrong.
and it's not right.
Wait, this year or overall?
So far this year.
Of aces?
No. Just serve stat. Like they have like those
Oh.
stats. Yeah.
Oh, I know this. Draper. Is it?
Bro, who,
No clue.
No clue. But he
who's
gets the answer.
serving good, bro?
I
Give me
know.
a name, dog.
Is it?
This is
it's gotta
poor.
be-
This is look. You know, I was saying how good this man's ball knowledge is, and look at this.
Taylor
Look at
Fritz.
this.
No, dog. You can just keep answering. This
Shelton?
is funny as fuck. No, dog.
Oh.
Matteo Berrettini. Next question.
Really?
Oh shit!
He hasn't
yeah,
even
yeah,
played
yeah.
that much. Wow. Okay. Jeez.
All right, we're
All
still
right, what's the
1-1.
score? 1-1.
1-1.
Jeez.
1-1.
Oh my God.
All
on.
right. Name the song for me. Okay, I'm gonna give you the lyrics. Tell me the name of the song.
This is what I'm bad at.
She got me doing the dishes. Anything she want for some kisses. I'm cooking for her when she
I'm
gets
from T-Pain.
all day.
Oh, she got me doing things I never do. Yes, sir.
If you ain't been, I'm telling you, you do.
Oh, she got me.
All right, then. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay,
All right, come on, lock
2-1.
in. We have to come back.
That
Come
was
on.
fucking big time.
that is big. 2-1, Kyrgios.
Come on, baby.
How you feel about mathematics, Nick?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Are you really? Fuck's sake.
56 divided by 8.
6. Yeah.
No, that's bad. That's poor. That's poor. That's very poor. That's bad. Incorrect.
56
I'll let
divided
it
8.
Yeah,
7. It's 7. It's 7.
it is 7.
It's
But
7.
Jody didn't get the answer.
That's right. It's 2-2. It's 2-2. 2-2.
Okay.
It's 2-2.
All right. So we got the tiebreaker here.
All right, come on.
I answered it
We
too
are
fast.
2-2. This is a tennis question,
Oh fuck.
and you should both know the answer. Name me one player who has a winning record over Novak Djokovic.
Kyrgios. Woohoo!
This game is rigged. This game is absolutely rigged, bro. How are you gonna ask
Bro,
it? How are you gonna ask him that question in the trivia, family? Obviously, he's gonna get that one right.
I knew it was gonna be a Kyrgios because it's the last
that's
question.
funny. That's funny, dog.
Oh my!
Good game.
See,
Good game.
Yo, for the tennis nerds, is there weight in your racket or no?
No, it's off the shelf.
Off the
No
shelf,
way.
too good.
No, it's not.
Way too good.
It's just got a longer grip. Just a longer grip. Slightly longer.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro,
shit.
Nick.
Sorry, boys. Too much fun.
no, good time, bro. Bro, thank you so much for pulling up. Thanks for
course,
spending
it was
the
fun,
time.
man.
You know,
It was fun.
For those of you who don't know, Nick actually, similar to Tomic, he gave us like 30 to 45 minutes. Then before the podcast started, he said, "No, we're good. Like we're good to go longer." So yeah, appreciate you spending the time.
course.
And
No worries,
yeah, we
boys.
enjoyed it, bro.
Yo, big
Yeah,
up
for
Tawheed
sure.
Browning for the initial link.
Oh yeah.
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 Too sick.
Yeah. But yeah, Nick, bro, all the best with
appreciate
the
it.
injuries. Hopefully the wrist gets better, and hopefully all your mom's health concerns and stuff gets
sure.
sorted
Thanks, bro. I
out.
appreciate
And,
it. Thank you.
And
Yeah, again, you didn't have to do this, so really nice of you to join us.
No, of
Appreciate
course,
it.
bro. Of course. I'll see you guys around for sure. Anyway.
Yeah,
and
sounds good.
You have that house in the Bahamas. I'm from the Bahamas too. So if
Oh, perfect.
If you ever
We'll just
there,
have- yeah.
if you ever there, hit some balls, whatever, and
100.
hopefully one day we do this in person. Get a proper episode in.
Yeah, no, I'm down. Sounds good.
All right,
Sure.
sounds
Sure.
good.
All right,
Take it
boys.
easy, brother.